It's time for Inside the Patch with your Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Gnarley Charley.
Well, one of the things we cover here at Inside the Patch is fantasy football, because a lot of you guys play it, but no one has an expert like we have in our back pocket. Fantasy Fitz, who personally is in 5 leagues right now as we speak. You've won multiple fantasy football leagues. You've got the trophy. Tell me, Fantasy Fitz, what is the latest? What's up?
Hey, I got good news for you, Raider fans. I know you have a bye this week, and it's actually really good for you guys. But if you look at the overall rankings, let's say the quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. Derek Carr is ranked 11th out of all quarterbacks, ahead of Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, and Ron Rodgers. Can you believe that?
Wow. Well, you know, we've been throwing a lot too, and that's good. And what about our receivers?
Well, I'm going to say that trend's going to continue. I think your defense isn't the greatest, and that's kind of like your weakness, right? Mm-hmm. But that's going to force Carr and the offense to just light it up. They're going to have to score points to keep up with teams. And Adams, you know, he's ranked 5th, and that's kind of where he was drafted. He was like the number 5 receiver drafted, and that's where he is right now. But I expect great things going forward with the passing game.
Speaking of Devontae Adams, on Saturday, tomorrow, he's going to be at Fresno State. They're retiring his number 15 jersey. So that's what we wore when he was at the Bulldogs. And we're going to try to at least get to that press conference and talk to him a little bit. I'm a little nervous about bringing a cameraman in there because he might push him over. But
that's what, you know what, though? I saw they showed the one replay they showed to everybody, and it looked brutal. It looked, man, he just shoved that guy. But then when you see the other angle, the guy wasn't watching where he was going, and he just kind of crossed it right in front of Adams, and Adams was so upset. It was just like, get out of my way. You know, it wasn't as bad as that original angle looked.
I almost think it was set up because he went right to the police station and filed a lawsuit. And it is what it is. We'll never know.
It was an accident. I mean, it looked really, really bad. But when you look at that other angle, you could just see that the cameraman kind of just walked. It's almost like they bumped into each other. But, you know, Adams is a lot bigger than the guy. And he startled him and pushed him. And he was upset, too. So it looked really bad. The optics were bad, but I really don't think it was that bad.
Well, but he did get his hands right. It wasn't like a pass interference. All right. Okay. What about now? Darren Waller, he's been hurt, so he's not really helping.
Well, Waller still. I think he's the 13th ranked tight end, but he's been hurt. He hasn't really played much. Right. Jacobs is the one that's just coming on strong. I mean, he's currently 4th. He's the 4th running back, right? He's ahead of Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Leonard Fournette. Wow.
Well, he was. This is a contract year for him because they did not sign up his 5th year, and he's a real shy guy, and he doesn't want a bunch of publicity. But he's a hard runner, and I hope the Raiders keep him. I think he's got a few more years in the tank.
I was impressed. I saw the game Sunday, and I was impressed. He looked really, really good in the action I saw. Or excuse me, it was Monday against the Chiefs. He looked strong, and he was breaking tackles, and it was something to see.
He's hard to tackle. So, all right. Well, so there is an upside, and you know, honestly, after the game on Monday night, I wasn't even like, there were a lot of people pissed at the referees, and I just, as mad as I might have been at some of that, I don't see the benefit of me talking about that because it's not going to change anything, and it is what it is. But if we play the way we played Monday night, we got a chance to make the playoffs still. And then turn it up.
You got to remember, the Kansas City Chiefs are probably ranked number 2 overall, second best team behind Buffalo, and they're going to play this week. So we'll probably find out who's the best team in the NFL right now. I'm just saying, the 1-4 record, it sounds bad, it looks bad, but you played them really, really tough. And in fact, you've never been out of any game, so it's not like you could, you know, legitimately be 4-1, 5-0 if things, you know, went your way. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to what we have going forward with the Raiders.
Well, the good thing is the good teams find a way to win. And you know what? I would rather have this hiccup now than in December. So there's a lot of things that have to happen, and it's on us. So, well, you know, but fantasy football, we're looking good. So
yeah, and well, one more thing. So Daniel Carlson, he's the number 1 kicker in standard scoring for fantasy football kickers. So, hey, there you go.
Love it. All right, perfect. Well, there you have it. Fantasy Fitz, thank you. You going out to the Bulldog game this weekend? You going to be there?
I should be there. Yeah, and I'm going to try to get back there with the Davante Adams press conference. We'll see what happens.
Do you wear disguise? Because people always want to ask you fantasy football advice. They're like, hey, Fantasy Fitz, Tubby, here's my guys. I bet your friends ask you, I got these guys. Who do I pick? All day long.
I'm getting that more and more as this show is becoming more and more popular, actually.
All right, well, so who should I start? I got Rodgers and I got Carr. I'm going to go with Rodgers because Carr's not playing. So I think that's
there you go.
All right. There it is. Fantasy Fitz, thanks for being on. It's Inside the Patch.
Thanks, Charlie.
We'll be back with more Inside the Patch on 1430 ESPN, your official home of the Las Vegas Raiders.